how you doing? Welcome back to the Rockin' Boxes Underground. Guys, wow, past couple of days have been crazy. Hey, Philadelphia, 1776, freedom, truth, everything like that. We take the crap from the underground and we merge it to the surface, or we bring it to the surface and we expose you for the crappy person or the crappy business that you have, or whatever the case might be. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. It is Tuesday, May 22nd, 2018. So past couple of days I've been putting up a couple of videos, and one of the videos in particular is this guy that is going to run for city council here in Niagara Falls. His name is Chris Dabrowski, and this guy is unprofessional. We already know he's a liar. He's lied to me, and I'll just tell you something. He is not an honorable individual. He does things. He's got, all these different things that he does. If you go look at his website, I'm not even going to tout it, but check it out. Go and see what he does. But the guy's a liar. He's a complete liar, and he should not be in city council making any decisions whatsoever for anybody. I just wanted an apology. That's all I wanted. I gave them 48 hours. Then he tags me into a PM with the other guy that runs the Comic-Con and says they're going to call the police on me. Well, can't call the police on anybody because it's your business. You have to be a man and take it and understand that there are people out there that are going to be critics or criticize what you have. If you go look at some of the things that people have posted on the Niagara Falls Comic-Con regarding prices, regarding this, that, the other thing, he always, or whoever it is, says, we're sorry that you had this experience. Da-da-da. Oh, they apologize to those people, but they wouldn't apologize to me when he said, oh, Sean, we're friends, right? Yeah, so I'm going to tell you something. Do not vote for Chris Dabrowski here for Niagara Falls Council. He is filth. Complete filth. Plain and simple. All right, let's move right along. Yesterday, I was talking about an individual that is applying for the new Democratic Party position of the region of Mississauga, and I didn't get her name out, but it is Laura Kaminker. Now, as you guys know, there's an Ontario election, new Democratic Crack Party, yeah, the new Democratic Party, as well as the Liberals and the Conservative Party. So there's an individual in Mississauga who has a riding that she's trying to go for. Her name is Laura Kaminker. She's a librarian. She came from the United States in 2003, not liking Obama's stance on protesting Obama's stance on the Iraq and the Afghanistan war. Now, I didn't mention her name yesterday just because I had so much going on, and wow, I was flustered about that whole Niagara Falls Council thing as well, just because I know that individual is Snake. There you go. But let's get back to this Laura, another Snake, Kaminker. So she came from the U.S. She doesn't like the fact that the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Toronto Blue Jays, as well as the Toronto Argos, or whatever it is, at sporting events, give out jerseys, esteemed alumni to troops that, fought in world wars for us, or whatever the case might be. And this has made her butthurt. She doesn't understand the glorification of, why do we have to, give these individuals what the respect they deserve after what they did. She wouldn't be where she is today if it wasn't for these individuals that saved us from the Nazis and saved us from, world domination from Hitler. And you guys understand exactly what I'm talking about. I don't have to go into depth on it. And you would think, she's a librarian. She probably reads history. And you know what? She's got this ideology that's just completely messed up. One thing I do agree with her on, though, is the fact that she thinks 9/11, was it an Al-Qaeda attack? So essentially she's questioned, the attack, 9/11. And myself, I probably agree with her on that, is the fact that I believe it was an inside job. Hey, those towers just don't come down like that, especially Tower 7, okay? Hey, guys, really? It wasn't even touched. So, moving right along. Anyway, like I said before, if you guys don't agree with what I say, the door you came in is the door you can go out. It's just that simple, okay? Let's talk about what she thinks about the glorification. I took a note of her quote. So I'm going to read it to you, and you guys are going to be like, wow. So she says, why is war glorified at a baseball game or a hockey game? Why is military worship associated with sporting events? Why should we accept this as normal and natural? To quote her. She also added, she said, is there an assumption that the people who attend sporting events are especially receptive to military propaganda? She refers to veterans as heroes, in quotation marks, and asks, is every hero honored, every flag waved, every resounding exhortation about the troops protecting our way of life is a conscious act and a political one? Ooh, man, she should just be with the liberals, right? Libtard, complete libtard. She's just way out there in that frame of mind, and that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how she probably watches like the Grammys and the stupid other award shows, and these idiot actors and musicians have now used that platform as their political stance on certain things when it comes to Donald Trump, when it comes to the country, when it comes to this, when it comes to that. If you look at people like Meryl Streep, who thinks that Harvey Weinstein was a great guy, who also thinks that the world of that other pedophile, the guy he's in Europe now, Roman Polanski, is that the guy? Slept with a 13-year-old. And then you have other people like,
if you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
You know, I thought about what happened that night. I was talked about for 16 years. And I swear on the altar of God that these people are going to be brought to justice. Shocking bombshell. Tarantino defends Polanski's pedophilic rape of 13-year-old drug girl, says sex with 13-year-olds isn't rape. The audio's up on Infowars.com right now. Let's get this article and slam it out there. Let's get it out to everybody. These people believe they own you and your family.
Oh, where did we lose our way? Honestly, it's really bad. I mean, even pedophilia is becoming the norm, and it's being accepted in this world, which is disgusting. And this Pope was all for it. He's just, I think about it. All these priests, all these years diddling all those people, kids, children. Man. It just boggles the mind. It really does. I was reading a report that was sent to me by Carrie, and she was telling me about this movie that just came out called Show Dogs, and I took a couple of notes on it. There was a article that this lady had written on the Macaroni Kid website, Tarina Maldonado. She was telling everybody about this movie not to take your kids to it because although it seems funny, it's a dog that goes undercover, with a human, kind of like Turner and Hooch kind of thing. But this dog goes into a show dog competition, and it's a police dog. And there's a lot of exposure of, this dog having his private parts because in the dog show, they're exposing the their abilities, what they do, and also their physical attributes, which one of them in particular is the inspection of the dog's private parts. Guys, I don't know what the intention of that is. It just makes it that much more sick to the fact that it's making it okay for people to just touch you and saying, oh, this is okay. Like, this is okay. I understand it's probably a dog owner and that kind of thing, but even still, the point is that it's not okay to show this kind of stuff. It's got the regular hilarity in the film, like where, the the adults can laugh, and then the children kind of laugh because they think it's funny and they don't know really what the joke's all about. It's one of those subtle jokes, right? But man, oh man, what has this world come to? In all honesty, it is, like I said, why can't we just be back in the 80s where everything was so simple? And, it just seemed simple to me. That's, those were my golden years, like of my teenage years growing up. Grew up through the 70s, of course, through the drug era and the peace and love. And hey, man, but now things have just gotten so far out of whack. I don't know what to say, man. Anyway, this is Rockin' Boxes Underground, and I thank you guys for listening to me today. I hope that, I get through messages. If you guys saw my video from yesterday, the Chris Dabrowski, please share it on the Niagara Falls Comic-Con site. He'll probably block you, but if you throw it out there, it doesn't matter. As long as people get to know who this guy really is, he is just an asshole. Like, seriously. And I don't, you know what? People treat you like crap, and they just don't want to apologize because they think they're right. Yeah. They're not right. They're not right. I mean, this is the place where you're going to get the truth. And, man, crazy. Be good to one another, guys, and we'll see you guys. Hit the zombie rock.